I think now it's half time, and the next game we have to win as well.
You scored after 8 minutes. You seem to be scoring these big goals at really important times. Your last 3 goals for Chelsea have been the League Cup semi-final, the Club World Cup final, which won it, and now this one. Let's not forget you scored in the Champions League final as well. You seem to be the man for the big occasion at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, it's always hard to say. Of course, I always give my best also in Premier League games. Sometimes, of course, you have more luck, sometimes no. But I always give my best, and I help wherever I can.
Are you enjoying the role as the slightly more advanced in the striker position?
Yeah, I think. I mean, it's good for me, and I think we have a lot of good strikers. So it's always good maybe to also have a change to maybe not make it easy for the opponent. I think that today it worked good. But I enjoy every position forward.
What did you make of the performance today?
I think we didn't play our best football. It was hard. We could not get, I think, the aggressivity on the pitch that we used to have in the last few weeks. So it was hard. And at the end, we win it 2-0. That's the most important thing. From there on, we keep on going. Now it's another competition on Sunday. And we have to focus on that now.
Yeah, the big games keep coming as well. How much are you enjoying this process of fighting for silverware? You've got a chance for another just so soon after winning the Club World Cup.
Of course. I mean, it's crazy. We have a lot of chances, I think, to win another trophy on Sunday. And I think we know it will be a tough game on Sunday, but we will put all our... Sorry?
Are you excited?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we put all our strengths together and hope that we win this game.
Thank you very much, Kai. Well done.
You enjoyed his performance tonight, didn't you?
I did, and I think it shows just another dimension to Chelsea. You know, when Havertz plays up front or he plays off the left or the right without Lukaku, they can still win the game. This shows a different movement for the forward. So I think Chelsea, you know, they're gaining that momentum back again, and obviously a good performance to go into the final this weekend.
Do you play him in that game?
Yeah, I think you can't drop him. You know, in that interview there, you see he scores in big games. He scores in big moments. It's just who else plays on the either side of him. But Chelsea and Thomas Tuchel have got options with Lukaku on the bench as well.
Shall we have a look at the goal?
Let's have a look. I mean, it's a lovely ball, like Rio said at half-time, but look at the space at the front post where Lille have allowed him to run through. It's a good header. He's done what you're taught to do. You just get in there and get your head on it and get it down. It's good. Listen, and he said he's got that knack of doing it in big games, and certain players have got that sparkle. They've got that bit of magic, and Kai Havertz has got it. And that will come into the manager's thinking when he's thinking about cup finals, big games. He look round, who's his characters who's not going to fluff their lines? Who are the ones that are going to get the job done? And Kai Havertz, he's got that German blood where he just seems to thrive on the pressure in the big games.
What's it like when you have those players in your team where you know when the chips are down in the big moments, there's someone that's going to deliver?
That just breeds confidence in the team. You know, you've got moments in the game where things aren't going to plan, but you can rely on these people. He's a reliable source here because the games that come that are big, that need someone to stand up and take responsibility, he gets bigger, he gets stronger. You can see that there's a confidence about him. The way he plays anyway, there's a gracefulness about the way he plays, but there's an assuredness behind that as well, which goes beyond these years. He's still a young player in terms of experience, but he's making big impact in big games.
And of course, tonight, it was kind of in the context of the conversation around Romelu Lukaku over the last few days as well. And he showed how central he can be. I mean, he had something like 23 touches in the first half compared to 7 in the whole game for Romelu at the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the story will be you've dropped a £100 million striker. You know, Thomas Tuchel said, look, you know, resting him. But when you're playing the Champions League, you play your best players you think's going to win the game. So that story was there. So Havertz has gone onto the pitch knowing he has a role to play. It's where he finished last year in that sort of 9 position. I thought he was brilliant. He takes charge of the situation. He plays in between the two centre halves, running across them, and he held the ball up well for Chelsea tonight, which allowed Pulisic and Ziyech to get on the ball. Look at this. He's always threatening. He doesn't make silly runs. This is very important because he's got the conviction and belief. We're talking about Lukaku, about the service, right? Bang. He's seen it there. Now he's taken charge of the situation. He's run across the centre half. And that's a striker's mentality from effectively a number 10, a midfielder. And he was at it all night. This is just before the goal. Again, good, well-timing movement, not just running for the sake of it. I think he comes alive in the box as a player, wherever he plays. And again, this is what I like. Passion, penetration, taking your team forward. That is brilliant for midfielders. When you've got a striker who gets on the press and does that, gets his shot off, and he ended and started his night with a goal. The difference, this was the big difference in the game. After that, for me, the tie was won.
Chelsea do you reckon his best positions as a number 9?
I do. We've had
a big problem then for Chelsea, isn't it? If it is.
It's a huge problem. Think about his form towards the end of last season, where he was in that position, kept dropping off, and you had runners in behind. I think his best position is a number 9, but that's not good for Lukaku.
Tottenham manager Antonio Conte has said star forward Harry Kane will be fit to face Burnley in the Premier League on Wednesday. The England captain was hit on the back during a superb 2-goal effort in a stunning 3-2 win at Manchester City last weekend that saw the reigning champions lead at the top of the table cut to 6 points. Conte, during a pre-match news conference on Tuesday, joked Kane would play at Burnley's Turf Moor ground even if he had one leg. Harry had a hit on his back, but he has to play. Even if he has one leg, he has to play, the Italian added. He is good, fit. He knows the importance he has to our team. Conte also said Oliver Skipp and Japhet Tanganga were still sidelined, while Sergio Reguilon was doubtful for the match against relegation candidates Burnley following a recent bout of coronavirus. Skipp and Tanganga are recovering. They're still not ready for the game against Burnley, explained Conte. Sergio Reguilon, in the training session yesterday, Monday, he wasn't present and we'll see today. We hope they can all recover soon. Despite beating City, Tottenham are 8th in the table and 7 points adrift of a Champions League place, although they do have at least 2 games in hand on all the top 4. Tottenham manager Antonio Conte has said star forward Harry Kane will be fit to face Burnley in the Premier League on Wednesday. The England captain was hit on the back during a superb 2-goal effort in a stunning 3-2 win at Manchester City last weekend that saw the reigning champions lead at the top of the table cut to 6 points. Conte, during a pre-match news conference on Tuesday, joked Kane would play at Burnley's Turf Moor ground even if he had one leg. Harry had a hit on his back, but he has to play. Even if he has one leg, he has to play, the Italian added. He is good, fit. He knows the importance he has to our team. Conte also said Oliver Skipp and Japhet Tanganga were still sidelined, while Sergio Reguilon was doubtful for the match against relegation candidates Burnley following a recent bout of coronavirus. Skipp and Tanganga are recovering. They're still not ready for the game against Burnley, explained Conte. Sergio Reguilon, in the training session yesterday, Monday, he wasn't present and we'll see today. We hope they can all recover soon. Despite beating City, Tottenham are 8th in the table and 7 points adrift of a Champions League place, although they do have at least 2 games in hand on all the top 4.